What is up, Festival Tales fam? And thank you for tuning in to this week's episode of the podcast. Before we get started, we've got a few housekeeping things as usual. First and foremost, please keep submitting your stories. You guys have been awesome in submitting more stories. We've got a good amount, but we really need more. So keep them coming. We love hearing them. We're excited to read them. And we've got a lot more things coming in the works for them. So your stories might get featured on the YouTube, might get featured on TikTok, might get featured on Instagram. So lots of ways for them to be featured. And again, just to reiterate though, everything is anonymous, so you'll never be exposed. No one will know. But that's the fun of it, and we look forward to reading more and more of your stories. Lastly, this episode of the podcast is brought to you by The Stage, which is EDM's central hub for all things EDM, such as this podcast, vlogs, shuffle instructions, videos, everything. So yeah, go check them out. And Ade has got a story for us today.
Woohoo. Okay. So she says, I have been attending concerts since I was in middle school and high school, and music and live performances have always been a huge part of my life. In 2016, my first summer after graduating high school, I attended my first festival, Forecastle 2016. I don't think I've heard of that one. Hosted in Louisville, Kentucky. I am a Kentucky native, so it is the closest fest in my area, but it's a very well attended multi-genre festival. Check it out. After my first festival, I knew I loved the atmosphere, vibes, experiences I had while in attendance. The feeling of a festival is completely different from just a regular concert event. While I love attending Forecastle and other events, I never felt at home until Bonnaroo 2019. I loved the feeling that I could rely on my friends, camp neighbors, and strangers to help guide and show me and my group the ropes at our first camping festival. Both of our neighbors on either side did not bring much food or covering, so we always offered them our hot meals and a place to congregate and hang out before and after the concerts each day. In exchange, they had our backs as well, offering us drinks, water, ice, a friend to see us out with, and even party favors. It was a breath of fresh air to see 80,000 people come together and support and watch out for each other over the 4-day fest. Something that really made Bonnaroo feel like home is the judgment-free feeling that pours from the other attendants of the festival, but also those working the event and at med stations. At the end of the day, we are all trying to have an amazing experience at a festival, and I believe that the folks that make up the population of whatever festival you're attending is a big enhancement of the experience. I am attending Bonnaroo 2021 in September. Did that happen? Oh no, it got canceled.
Did not. It got canceled with that string of bad luck for a
the
minute.
hurricane, right?
Yeah.
And cannot anyway, I am attending Bonnaroo 2021 in September and cannot wait to come back to the feeling of love and acceptance on the farm. She had submitted this back in April, so April of 2021. So we're just now getting to it. But dang, I can't wait for you to go back to Bonnaroo this year.
2022 is calling.
2022 is calling.
I mean, I've heard great things about Bonnaroo. Personally, I've never been myself, but I've only heard good things about it. So, yeah,
that's all. Yeah, this is one because this one has multi-genres. This is like one of the multi-genre festivals that I really have not heard a bad thing about, other than it can get pretty hot.
That's actually the only thing I've heard. Hot summers in Tennessee, which is just anywhere in the South, it's going to be bad.
Yeah. So,
but yeah, I'm also what's it called? Sorry.
Forecastle.
Yeah, Forecastle. I just looked at that lineup. It actually looks pretty good this year. It's definitely multi-genre. Got Tame Impala though, Alice in Wonderland, a little bit of everything. Like she said, definitely multi-genre.
When is that one?
That is May 27th through 29th. So that's what?
Memorial Day.
Oh, okay. That explains.
Memorial Day weekend. Oh, you missed the most important person on this lineup.
I said a lot. Who? Oh yeah, I did.
Porter Robinson.
Carlo? Oh, okay.
And Lane 8. This is actually a pretty good lineup.
I didn't see Lane 8. I do now.
Claro's on here?
I did a quick glance. Wax motif or motive? What do you say?
Motif. Dombreski back-to-back Noizu. That's actually kind of dope. And Dr. Fresh. Evan Gia's on here. Dang. And Rufus. I'm going to be going to Kentucky. Probably not this year, but I've never had an inkling to go to Kentucky until now. But anyway, yeah, I've never been a Bonnaroo either. It always falls before before Forest. So I've never been able to go because I just thought that would be crazy to do both camping festivals back to back like that.
Have you done back-to-back festivals at all? Even not camping.
Huh?
Like even if you weren't like, have you done any type of back-to-back festivals?
I'm trying to think. I think I've given myself at least a week, I want to say. I'm trying to think. Like I've done back to back, like where there was like trips mixed in with festivals. Like this past year, I would have done back to back if it was ARC, then blended, then Imagine if it would have happened. So I did ARC and blended back to back. And then I think I would have done it again. I did ACL, then I did Emma's Bachelorette. That was like a lot. And then I had a break and then I did an EDC. So like I've done those things where it's like, mixed in with trips and stuff. I did do in 2019. I did, what was it? Dirty Bird camp out the first weekend of October, and then the next weekend I went to ACL.
Yes, you've done back to back. There you go.
Yeah, I've done back to back, but camping back to back,
that's different. That's
different.
And you'd have to drive from your campsite, whichever one's first. I think it's Electric Forest, right? So you'd have to leave Electric Forest, drive straight to Bonnaroo.
No, it'd be backwards, Bonnaroo to Forest.
Okay, which might even be worse.
Yeah.
How hot in the south.
I think have you met or seen Rave Hackers? She's Summer. I don't think
I think I have yet.
Yeah, so she has she has a smaller YouTube channel and Instagram, but she also has a blog with like tips and stuff. I think she posted she's doing Bonnaroo and Electric Forest, and I was like, more power to you. Back in like when I was in college, people would do, what was it? They would do Paradiso at the Gorge, then Bonnaroo, then EDC. No, wait. No, not Bonnaroo. It was Paradiso, EDC, then Electric Forest. Isn't that crazy?
No, that is. Yeah, that's wild. I mean, I did EDC back to back SMF, and that was rough. Just because EDC takes it from you. I mean, it's going. Yeah, I mean, it's going all night, and then you're just sleeping during the day, and you're waking up at 3 p.m. and you're like, here we go again.
Yeah. Even having like a month after this past EDC to go to Seismic Dance Event, I was like, ooh, I don't know if I'm fully recovered. Even like people going to EDC in May, I'm like, how are you doing this? That like if you just went, I'm like, I feel like I'm still recovering. Like I could not imagine going to EDC again.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. From
November, December, January, February, March, April, 7 months later.
Sorry. Yeah, I mean, so I was like readjusting. It was just not comfortable. I mean, I can do 7 months break. I could do it. Who knows?
Yeah, EDC was just a lot.
It is a lot. It is a lot. I will not.
BB's going, and I was like, I don't know how you're doing it.
I mean, the friends that I was supposed to go with this past year, except I couldn't make it, are all going again, and I'm like, I don't know.
BB's going with their New York squad with Obi and Ronald. She's camping with them, and I was like, Godspeed.
God bless.
Let's see what else is there. I have heard good things about Bonnaroo. We'll see if I ever make it. Going to Bonnaroo would mean I would give up Electric Forest.
It's hard to do.
Which is like very hard to do. So we'll see. But it being multi-genre definitely would be fun.
Yeah. I will say they mentioned like your campmates, I guess. That's the word they used. I think I
Camp
made that neighbors.
neighbors.
But your neighbors do help like make or break, I think, your camping experience too.
100%.
I can think back to our first camping festival was Lost Lands, and we had these awesome neighbors. The guy's name was Link, and the girl's name was Kira, I believe. It's bad, but I know the guy's name for sure is Link because I talked to him the most. And like
Mm-hmm.
they were awesome. Like he was like making us pancakes in the morning. Like we didn't even
Aw,
asking for it, but he was like, I have made extra pancakes for y'all. Like, and
I
just
love
like
that.
just a nice tight knit community. We ended up meeting him the next year. We didn't camp together, but we ended up meeting him again. And yeah, they were awesome. We've had other good neighbors, but none like him, where it was like, oh, you guys need anything? What's going on? Like last year at
Yeah.
Lost Lands, I felt like this year at Lost Lands, I feel like everyone was very closed off around us. Like we all had like they all had our sheets up and stuff, and that kind of like divides you. That sets up your little like barrier right there. Which the first year we didn't have anything like that. We just had
Yeah.
4 tents and an open canopy with nothing around it. So
Yeah.
yeah, but the neighbors are definitely make or break. Always be a good neighbor if you can.
I'm trying to think of my first electric forest. It was just me and my friend Peyton. And I just told this in the last story. Our camp neighbor, the one next to us, he took 7 tabs on one of the days and just hung out at main stage during string cheese. But he was super nice and his girlfriend was really nice. They had like a van and they just like they even took stuff off our hands, and because we were just like weren't gonna fly home with some of the stuff. So they even took some of our stuff, but they were always super nice. Um and then I'm trying to think. 2019, I don't really remember our neighbors because we were kind of on a corner. So I don't think we really we didn't really have anyone like right next to us. Um but when you were talking, I was reminded of at Camp EDC, the people next to us were super nice. It was just this one girl and these 3 guys all camping together. They were from California. They were a little bit older, and I either was napping or I was doing something in the tent or something. And the girl was talking about how she wanted to have a threesome with Chase and I. And I think she was drunk because like they had been drinking all day. I don't know what day this was, if it's day 1 or day 2. And she was like totally talking about how she would want to get with like Chase and like we were both just hot together. And Chase was napping and I like wanted to wake him up to make sure I was hearing this right. And her friends were just like, okay, whatever. She's like, yeah, they're both hot. Like I would easily like F both of them together or whatever. And I was just like, I'm uncomfortable. uh,
So
but she didn't try or anything like that. But it was just like, okay, good to know.
she was
Yeah,
respectful about it.
yeah, yeah. She just made that statement known. I don't think she knew I was in the tent or anything.
I feel like she definitely said it loud enough.
But like it was because the door was open, but I don't think she knew I was in there because I think I just woke up I can't remember what I was doing, but I was in the tent for some reason. And I told Chase and he was like, well, maybe there's another Chase. And I was like, she literally said Ade. Like, who else is called Ade?
He tried to play it off like, no.
Yeah, that's what Chase always does. He makes me think that like second guessing herself. He's like, oh no, like there's so many Chases. Like it could have been someone else. I was like, she literally said Ade.
That's so funny.
Ade and Chase. What other couple like do you know that is named that?
That's so funny.
But they were nice. I mean, they offered stuff to us too, like drinks and looking out and whatnot.
Past 2 festivals I've had it where like girls will see my girlfriend and be like, oh my gosh, like you're absolutely like, normal. Like at first it starts normal, like, oh my God, you're absolutely gorgeous. And then I don't know what occurs because I don't hear it, but then I hear Emma say, like, that's my boyfriend. Then they look at me and they're like, if you don't take care of her, I'm taking her home with me. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like,
Oh my
I
gosh.
remember hearing that one time and I was like, all right, yeah, I'm gonna I think we're doing a good job. We've been dating for 4 years. I think we're going good. Like, I'm just like,
Yeah. One of Chase's friends, the night we met, kept on telling like the group, she was like, Hate is so hot. Like, oh my God, I would totally be getting with her. And like, and then Chase and I obviously started hanging out and vibing. And then like she went up to Chase and she's like, all right, I'll back off. She's yours. Because then she asked my friend and she was like, is she what's her deal? Is she gay? Is she straight? Is she bi? Like, what's going on? And my friend was like, she's straight. She's like, Chase, she's yours.
wow, shit you hear. It's funny though.
Yeah. I was just like, okay. But yeah, I'm excited to go back to Forest for like just the camping vibes and the neighbors and like getting to meet people that way.
It's definitely a different camping than like Camp EDC or
Oh yeah.
obviously, yeah. I mean, Camp EDC you're in a pod and stuff, but definitely there's always an extra element to the festival with actually camping, like being out in nature essentially.
Mm-hmm.
Half and half nature. It's not glamping, but
Yeah.
it's not full on camping.
Yeah, I warned Chase. I was like, by the way, like Coachella and Forest, we're actually camping. Like you got spoiled with the Camp EDC setup.
How is camping at Coachella? I actually don't know anything.
It's like it's just like regular car camping, like you would at Forest, Lost Lands, honestly. You have to get car camping passes and stuff. So our group has like 6 or 7 car camping passes. So we're gonna actually have a lot of room to do stuff, which I'm excited about.
Yeah.
I'm interested to see what it'll be like. Because I haven't been since 2017, but they have like a similar thing where they have like a main area where like there's food, they do like a silent disco, little activities, stuff like that. And then yeah, we're all gonna caravan out there. You can also do bougie camping there too, like where it's like pre-set up tents and stuff, but we're just gonna do regular camping. I think this will be my last time probably doing it at Coachella camp wise, but we'll see if I ever go back. Just because it does take a lot. It's gonna be hotter than Forest because it's drier and it's also windier too. So you have to worry a lot about like the dust. What?
Made me laugh. In windier. I was just
And windier. But yeah, so we'll see how it goes. I'm more so worried for Chase because he struggled at EDC because his sinuses dried up because of the desert. So I think that might happen again at Coachella, but I told him, I was like, I know you don't like wearing a mask, but you're probably gonna have to get a cute little bandana for Coachella because like the dust is just crazy.
Sometimes I've had it where the dust, even like in Florida, I've had it where it kicks up a certain way or something. I'm like hacking. I'm like dying. I feel like
That's how it is in Arizona.
Yeah, it's I mean, full on the bandana or what's the what are those things that they call that it can do all like 6 different things. Oh my gosh, like a neck gaiter. That's what they call them.
What?
A neck gaiter thing? Is that?
I've never heard that.
They're like, you can put them as a mask.
Neck?
You can put it over your head. You can make it into a hair tie. You can do like everything kind of with it. You'll
Oh,
know
I
exactly
see
what I'm
it.
talking about. Yeah.
No, I don't know. Hold on. Oh, like a seamless mask.
That's a one way of saying it. Yes.
You can do that a bunch of different ways.
Are you looking the same thing? Let's see.
I see like a little like yeah, it's called neck gaiter, but it's spelled GAITER.
Yeah. 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 You're looking at the right stuff. And look at like SA Company. They make the 5 for $15. It's the best deal on the market. You guys know.
Learn something new every day.
You pick 5 of your own. Yeah, if you scroll in, they've got like all these different. Look, can I share my screen? I can. Right?
Yeah.
Share screen. Look at this. Look at this. Science and technology. Okay, so right here, boom. You can wear it all these different ways.
Hold on, it's still saying.
It's still loading.
Oh, there we go.
Okay.
Oh.
All these different ways. Look, hair tie, do rag, beanie. What?
Interesting.
You can wear it as a beanie? How? I'm gonna be honest. I don't know how the hell you can wear that as a beanie. Some of these, I will say, look very far fetched. Like it makes sense. Neck. Look at that. Like
Yeah.
that's absurd. They put they put the wrist as a thing you can wear it as because you're buying this. You're buying this to wear it on your wrist.
Oh.
No, I'm kidding. Look at it. It has a face on it.
So they look just like the I Heart Rave seamless bass.
Yeah. They're
Interesting. That's what they're called.
yes. Yep. Learn something new. This is a very
I don't think
informative
I don't think he'll wear one of those. He'll probably just get a little bandana.
You know, one could call it a bandana too.
Yeah. True. True. But yeah, I'll report back on Coachella. We'll see how it goes. I'm interested to see what it'll be like.
Yeah, I'm curious to see how. I've never been, haven't had a desire to go, but I'm excited to hear your story. Sorry.
I brought it up on I was on EDM Cupid's live on TikTok today. I was just like watching it because I was like making lunch or something. And he said something. I forgot what he said. And we got on the topic of like EDC. And he said like, oh yeah, like Ade, I'll see you at EDC or like something like that. And I was like, oh, I won't be at EDC. And he was like, what? Like blah blah blah. And I was like, yeah, like I'm saving up because I'm going to Coachella and Forest. And his face was just like, you're going to Coachella over EDC. And I was like, I know it's like a crime, right? In the EDM community for me to go to Coachella. And he was like, unless it's like your first time. And I'm like, well, I haven't been since 2017 and my boyfriend's never been. Like, I think he'll really like Coachella because he likes other genres.
Yeah.
And Coachella is really a good time. But if you only like, I mean, even if you only go and see EDM, it is a lot of money, but it's really great production that they put on. But I mean, I'm going to see other artists too, but I think it's just fun when you go with a really big group like I'm going with, and it is a good time. I had fun in 2017. Honestly, the reason why I started Vibe with Ade. So it's going to be a nice little full circle moment.
No, that's awesome. Definitely. Yeah. I mean, I have nothing against it. I haven't had a desire to go. Like for me, it's far to get to. So I'm like,
yeah.
I'll just wait until maybe I'm out
Yeah.
that way.
After I moved to Texas, I was like it is a pretty big trip, but we're going to kill two birds with one stone because Chase has never been to Arizona. So we're going to go to Arizona and drive with all our friends from Arizona. So he's going to be able to see Arizona and then go to California. And then, yeah, we'll see how it goes. I'm excited. Perfect. That'll be my first festival of the year.
Hey, yo. When is that? It's the last thing I'll ask.
End of April.
End of April. All right.
So
Coachella.
I will not be at a BW for those that are wanting to know. I know I won't be there, but
first fest back.
Yeah.
Anything else, Ade, for this podcast?
No, I don't think so. If anyone has Bonnaroo stories, keep on sharing them because I want to learn more about it. But this was a nice little intro to Bonnaroo for sure.
Or any small festivals like the never heard of that one. So
yeah, never heard of that.
All right, y'all. Play it cool today. Bye.
Bye.